Oops, a little crooked. Oh, too sad. Two paintings. Paolo Cagliari Veronese. Veronese. Something like that. Anyways, these are two paintings. Let me just search over here. Do I have any information? I believe 1557 from Italy. Allegory of navigation with a cross staff and allegory of navigation with an astrolabe. That's how I say it. I don't know, whatever. It's good enough. I taught to convert everything to like layman's speech. I'm gonna go study and keep on studying, and then I got like new areas, brand new areas to study. I got all kinds of things like this. I just thought I would show this because I was looking for more information. I've already had these pictures for a few months in very high detail. I was just sorting through some picture files. I spent a lot of time sorting through my text files, and these are picture files. So I contend that all religions are based on allegory, but not in the same sense that everybody else keeps talking. They'll talk for hours and hours and hours about baloney. You see, it's all allegory. What the real subjects are astronomy, mathematics, geometry, architecture, things like that. Science, medicine, biology, metallurgy, you know, agriculture, realistic things. Okay? And in order to explain those realistic things in a lot of detail, our ancient ancestors used stories and allegory, and it meant completely different things. Something else that people could look up is something called the net substance, or substance the net. I can't exactly remember right now. Let me see if I can look that up. Does anything happen when I switch pages here? Let me see. Substance. Oh, here, let's going to zoom into some. There it is, the net substance. Sorry, it is. It's called the net, in brackets, substance. There's an article on Wikipedia. Let me just read that. The net in alchemy is an alloy of copper and iron whose crystalline structure induces a network pattern on its surface. It was described in the 17th century by the Cambridge-educated scientist Sir Isaac Newton. Newton produced the substance by following what he regarded as a recipe encoded in classical mythology for part of the process of achieving the philosopher's stone. The relevant myth involved the god Vulcan finding his wife Venus, in brackets, the alchemical symbol for copper, in bed with the god Mars, the alchemical symbol for iron. Newton's interpretation rested on typical alchemical associations, construing Vulcan as a stand-in for fire, Venus for copper, and Mars for iron. Vulcan, the craftsman of the gods, having made a metal net for the purpose of hanging the adulterous couple from a high ceiling. Newton saw the use of iron to reduce antimony sulfide at high temperatures to antimony regulus and combining it with copper to produce the network, in quotes, on the alloy as fulfilling the meaning of the story. So it's difficult to read that with the glare on the screen and everything else here. So anyways, and this is going off center. Is anything happening here? So anyways, yeah, let me just see. Let's go to this one first. We'll go over here. Am I on the right side? Oh, I'm backwards. Whee! Mirror image. Here we go. We'll just hold that like that. So you got a picture of a guy holding a cross staff. I say that if you were existing and living, centuries and centuries ago, millennia even, and you saw someone walking across the plains carrying a cross, and talking about the sun gods and the luminaries. So I say that somebody decided to mess around and hide all that information. Maybe, we don't want you to teach your information about your cross staff. So we're going to tell everyone the earth is flat. We're going to pin you up against that cross, as a warning to everyone not to study this evil magical practice, science. I still maintain, just like my other videos here, let me just sit back. What do we got there? I'm just going to sit back for myself here. What's reflecting? There we go. I could turn it, but, I'm just going to leave it like this for now. So that's what I say. Right? You see that? Allegory of navigation with a cross staff. And then there's the other painting, Allegory of navigation with an astrolabe. And I'm just going to stick to my guns and say, yeah, people like Constantine, they were really working on the calendar and setting a new date for spring equinox. And for the peasants who believed that, let's just say that they thought like Mars was a god. Meanwhile, inside the castle, it's my little story. Inside the castle, they knew that it was astronomy, and they amalgamated. There's an actual word for it. Somebody else uses it to try and do the same thing I think that the Romans and Greeks did. And I think it's extremely deceptive. It has nothing to do with really exposing truth, facts. It's just muddying the waters and confusing people, and still they're trying to convince you. See, I believe these people believe in some type of ancient religion that goes back to Sumeria and Babylon, Bab-El, Father El, something like that, and Bib-El could be Book of El. Bab-El is Father El, maybe. I don't know. So Alexander the Great went around killing people. The Romans went around killing all the Druids or anybody with any knowledge of astronomy. That's why there's a period of the Dark Ages. That's why there's, the lost knowledge of mankind. And you all, not you all, but whatever, the majority of people think they can't put the pieces together, and they leap for a different conclusion and try to make up mystical or magical things or discredit our species and our ancestors and dishonor them. I like that Chakotay speech. These people were persecuted for thinking that the earth was not flat. These people were persecuted for studying astronomy. These people were persecuted for studying the stars. Millions of people were murdered, slaughtered, victimized, and horrifically tortured, wiped out of existence, all because they had knowledge of technology like the Antikythera mechanism, binary code, like the Egyptians and the Asians, the Orientals, the Hindu. Yeah. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva are the generative, ordinative, destructive forces, the three forces, the triangle up and the triangle down, held together in balance and harmony by the ordinative force. What just happened there? It just froze. Pause for a second. Okay, my hand's getting a little tired. This little off. Anyways, yeah. So that's about it. That's really quickly. So I just this is my reconstruction of actual human history. I believe these people, the cults that are supposed to be the mystery cults or Mithra and all that, it's just astronomy. And the sun was very important in the sense, the sun god. The sun is the son of God, and God is the generative, formative, destructive forces, the three trinity of three forces held in balance that maintain the entire universe. And so there's your sundial, there's your post of L's, post of L. L is extremely important. L is everywhere. The L eats everything. So everybody has individual pieces of the puzzle. They don't want to seem to put them together. They want to go off on all their own little tangents and make crap loads of money off you all and keep on distracting you. That's why I think that they're either just charlatans trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, or they're some type of counterintelligence trying to perpetrate and maintain this lie. And in the secret doctrine kind of thing, if you all find out, figure it out, you're going to be kind of mad, and there will be no place for them to hide. So if I disappear, you'll know I was telling the truth. Well, and if I don't disappear, you'll still know I'm telling the truth. So don't be like, you know what I'm saying. So we'll just leave it at that for now. I got lots more. I'm going to try and I know how. It's just I've been playing a character for so long. I want to break free of the character. I want to get down to some serious business and talk the real stuff while I put everything together. I guess people will just have to wait. I have to deal with between 12 to 15,000 pictures like this to sort through and different things, and 2 to 3,000 PDFs, articles, text files that I'm sorting through and narrowing down, taking bits and pieces out of each, putting it all together in the puzzle, and then I have to write it out in my own words, kind of thing. Oh, there's one that's really good. Like, for instance, Aaron Raw, The Foundational Falsehoods of Creationism, knowledge and biology, we're all still primates, stuff like that. What is up there? I keep seeing a reflection. It's showing yellow. I don't like that. Anyways. Okay, that'll be enough for now. Allegory of navigation with cross staff. You can also maybe search cross staff and plumbline. Cross staff and plumbline. Oh, I forget that guy's name. Let me just look. Shall we? I could ask. Never mind, I won't say it because it might cure. There it is. La 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 la. Oh boy. Come on, show the guy's name. Why you gotta mess around? Creighton E. Miller. Creighton E.M. Miller. There we go. Oops, that's not him. This is an article, Egypt, cross staff and a plumb line, by Creighton E. Miller, E.M. Miller. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And it'll even show you how to build one, if you wanted. There's also a device called the Merket. Okay, here, let me just see. I'm going to cover that up for a second. We'll go look. Hey Siri, Google Merket. She probably won't even understand that word. Just having a malfunction there for a second. Hey Siri, Google Marquette. No, not market. I knew it.
Searching Google for market.
Yeah. Why don't you go to the market and get me a bag of milk? A loaf of bread and a bag of milk, a bag of milk and a loaf of bread. That's a Porky Pig cartoon. It's on the way to the store. A loaf of bread and a bottle of milk, a bottle of milk and a loaf of bread. A bottle of bread and a loaf of milk, a bottle of bread and a loaf of milk. Oh yeah. There's a malfunction here with the see, it doesn't want to look for it. There it is. The maquette. We got it. An instrument of knowing, an ancient Egyptian timekeeping instrument, involved the use of a bar with a plumb line attached to a wooden handle. Yeah, because, they're all just so stupid, eh? Because people just want to mock our ancestors and say they weren't capable of things. Just, anyways. Here, I'll just show you the picture of the Marquette on the Google thing because the article doesn't show it properly. It shows me the trimmed up version for the iPad device. Here we go. Ready? There you go. But we're gonna go over this way. There, the first image is over here. It's over here. There it is. Let's click on that show. There's one. I already have that picture somewhere else. Yeah. See, they were pretty smart. You don't think that your ancestors, left alone in nature, didn't figure out a lot of things? Somebody came along and took all this knowledge, realized how powerful it was, getting metals from rocks, understanding navigation, the ancient Sumerians and the Phoenicians and their ships, because it all goes back to Phoenicia and Cana, Sumeria, Baby Lion. Yeah. Bab Elion. Somebody's lying to you all, and they've been doing so